The planet Morixus, located in a distant galaxy, was a lush, verdant world teeming with life. Its skies were a deep, tranquil shade of blue, and its landscapes were adorned with towering, bioluminescent trees that glowed softly in the night. The Vereen, the planet's native inhabitants, were a wise and gentle race, known for their peaceful existence and advanced technology. They had thrived for centuries, living in harmony with nature and each other. One serene afternoon, the tranquility of Morixus was interrupted by a startling sight. A human spaceship, sleek and silver, streaked across the sky, trailing smoke and debris. It crash-landed in a clearing near one of the Vereen's largest settlements, causing a flurry of excitement and concern among the Vereen. Curiosity overrode caution as the Vereen approached the crashed vessel. They found a group of human astronauts, dazed but alive, emerging from the wreckage. The humans, wearing bulky spacesuits and carrying advanced equipment, looked up in awe at the towering, graceful figures of the Vereen. The Vereen were humanoid in shape, but taller and more slender, with large, luminous eyes that changed color with their emotions. Their skin was a soft, shimmering blue, and they moved with an almost ethereal grace. Their language was a melodic series of tones and gestures, but they quickly adapted to communicate with the humans using a translation device. Despite the obvious differences between the two species, the Vereen found the humans to be incredibly cute. The way humans stumbled in the higher gravity of Morixus, their wide-eyed expressions of wonder and their clumsy attempts to understand the Vereen's sophisticated technology endeared them to their alien hosts. The Vereen decided to take the humans to their settlement. Along the way, they marveled at the humans' small stature, their expressive faces, and the myriad ways they displayed their emotions. The humans' laughter, curiosity, and even their confusion were a source of fascination for the Vereen. The Vereen settlement was a marvel of bioengineering and natural integration. Homes and communal buildings were built into the trees, blending seamlessly with the environment. Luminescent plants provided soft, ambient light, and streams of crystal-clear water flowed through the settlement, providing both beauty and sustenance. The humans were given comfortable accommodations and the best medical care the Vereen could offer. They were introduced to Vereen food, which was nutritious and surprisingly palatable to human tastes, though it took some getting used to. The Vereen children were especially taken with the humans, flocking around them and peppering them with questions through the translation device. The humans, grateful for the Vereen's hospitality, quickly adapted to their new surroundings. They shared stories of Earth, showed pictures and videos of their home planet, and even taught the Vereen some Earth games. The Vereen, in turn, shared their rich history, their advanced scientific knowledge, and their deep spiritual connection to Morixus. Despite the language barrier and cultural differences, the humans and the Vereen developed a bond of mutual respect and admiration. The humans were fascinated by the Vereen's harmonious way of life, their advanced technology that seemed almost magical, and their serene demeanor. The Vereen were charmed by the humans' ingenuity, their creativity, and their unquenchable curiosity. The days turned into weeks, and the humans became an integral part of the Vereen community. They helped with various tasks, learned about the Vereen's customs, and even participated in their festivals and ceremonies. The humans' presence brought a new energy to the Vereen, a fresh perspective that was both enlightening and entertaining. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic coexistence, there were occasional glimpses of a darker side to the humans. Moments of frustration, competitiveness, and a desire to control would occasionally peek through, hinting at the potential for conflict. The Vereen, while largely unaware of these underlying traits, began to sense that their adorable intruders were more complex than they initially appeared. For now, though, the humans were seen as a delightful addition to the Vereen world, a source of endless fascination and amusement. The Vereen cherished their new friends, blissfully unaware that this newfound harmony might soon be tested in ways they could not yet foresee. As the days turned into weeks, the humans and the Vereen developed a deep and meaningful bond. The initial fascination with each other's differences gave way to genuine friendships and mutual respect. The Vereen, who had long prided themselves on their wisdom and understanding, found the human stories and cultures to be a refreshing addition to their lives. The Varine's children were especially captivated by the humans. They would gather in the evenings to listen to tales of Earth, enthralled by stories of vast oceans, sprawling cities, and a sky filled with stars that shone differently from their own. The humans shared videos and images from their personal devices, sparking amazement and curiosity among the Varine youth. They loved watching videos of human animals, particularly dogs and cats, whose antics were a source of endless laughter. In return, the humans were eager to learn about the Varine's advanced technology and their unique ways of interacting with the natural world. The Virene had developed a symbiotic relationship with their planet, using bioengineering to grow their buildings and cultivate their resources in harmony with the environment. The humans were particularly fascinated by the bioluminescent plants that provided light and the floating platforms that transported the Virene across their world. The Varine elders enjoyed discussing philosophy and ethics with the humans, finding their perspectives both novel and thought-provoking. The humans' tales of overcoming adversity, their exploration spirit, and their ability to adapt resonated deeply with the Virene. They saw in the humans a kindred spirit, a species that, despite its flaws, had the potential for greatness. One of the most significant exchanges between the two species was in the realm of music and art. The humans introduced the Varene to Earth's vast array of musical genres. They played instruments and sang songs that evoked a wide range of emotions. The Varene, who had their own form of melodic communication, were deeply moved by the complexity and beauty of human music. In turn, the Varene shared their art, which included intricate holographic sculptures that seemed to dance and change shape, telling stories in light and color. Despite the growing bond, there were moments of tension and misunderstanding. The Virene noticed that the humans had a tendency to argue amongst themselves, often over trivial matters. Their competitive nature would sometimes surface during collaborative tasks, leading to minor conflicts. These incidents were usually resolved quickly, but they planted seeds of concern among the Varene. One particular event that highlighted this was a game night where humans introduced the Varene to board games from Earth. What started as a friendly competition quickly escalated as the humans' desire to win overshadowed the fun. The Varene, who valued cooperation over competition, were puzzled and slightly disturbed by the intensity of the humans' behavior. Nevertheless, the overall atmosphere remained positive. The Varene were determined to understand their new friends better, hoping that these occasional outbursts were merely a result of stress and the unfamiliar environment. They continued to extend their hospitality and support, guiding the humans in adapting to life on Moricus. As part of their efforts to integrate the humans into their society, the Varene took them on a tour of their planet's most significant sites. They visited the Great Tree of Illumination, an enormous bioluminescent tree that served as the heart of the Varene's spiritual life. Its radiant glow was said to hold the wisdom of their ancestors, and the humans were deeply moved by its serene beauty. They also explored the crystal caves, where the Varene mined the rare minerals used in their technology. The humans were amazed by the glittering caverns, filled with crystals that resonated with a soft, harmonious hum. It was here that the Virene explained their advanced understanding of energy and matter, showcasing their ability to harness natural resources without harming the environment. Throughout these adventures, the humans and Varene grew closer, sharing laughter, learning from each other, and building a foundation of trust and friendship. The Varene continued to find the humans adorable, charmed by their quirks, and amazed by their resilience. The humans, in turn, were grateful for the Varene's kindness and wisdom, feeling a sense of belonging in this alien yet welcoming world. However, the undercurrent of unease remained. The Varene elders, in their wisdom, could sense that the humans, despite their outward cuteness, possessed a complexity that could be both a blessing and a curse. They hoped that the humans would adapt to the Varene's way of life, embracing cooperation and harmony over conflict and competition. Little did they know, this balance of admiration and concern would soon be tested, revealing the true nature of the humans they had come to care for so deeply. The harmony between the humans and the Varene had become a cherished part of daily life on Moricus. Both species had come to rely on each other in many ways, sharing knowledge, culture, and companionship. Yet as time passed, the initial novelty began to wear off, and deeper, more fundamental differences started to surface. One bright morning, the humans approached the Vereen Council with a request. Their spaceship, while somewhat functional, required a specific type of energy source to achieve full repairs. The humans had identified an energy crystal native to Moricus that could serve this purpose. These crystals, however, were vital to the planet's delicate ecosystem and were protected by the Vereen as sacred resources. The Vereen Council listened carefully as the humans explained their predicament. The humans were desperate to return home, and the energy crystals seemed like their only hope. The Vereen, led by their wise elder Leora, expressed sympathy but were firm in their decision to protect their planet's natural balance. "We understand your need," Leora said gently, her large eyes reflecting the light of the crystals around her. "But these energy crystals are integral to our world's health. Extracting them could cause irreparable harm to our environment." The humans, though disappointed, initially accepted this decision. However, the underlying desperation to return to Earth grew stronger with each passing day. Captain Hayes, the leader of the human crew, felt the pressure of their mission weighing heavily on his shoulders. The thought of never seeing their home planet again gnawed at him, and he began to consider more drastic measures. One night, under the cover of darkness, Captain Hayes decided to take matters into his own hands. He gathered a small team and set out to the crystal caves, intending to take just enough energy crystals to power their ship without causing significant damage. He rationalized his actions, telling himself it was a necessary risk for the greater good of his crew. The Vereen, with their heightened senses, quickly detected the disturbance. A group of guardians, led by a young and vigilant Vereen named Thalia, intercepted the humans as they attempted to extract the crystals. The confrontation that followed was tense and charged with emotions. "Stop this at once!" Thalia commanded, her usually gentle voice now stern and authoritative. "You are violating our trust and endangering our world." Captain Hayes, frustrated and desperate, tried to reason with her. "We need these crystals to return home. We've tried everything else. Please understand our situation." Thalia shook her head, her luminous eyes filled with a mix of sorrow and resolve. "We offered our help, but not at the expense of our planet. Your actions betray the friendship we've built." Tensions escalated as neither side backed down. In the heat of the moment, one of the humans, overwhelmed by the standoff, accidentally discharged a piece of equipment, causing a minor explosion that damaged the surrounding area and injured a few Vereen. The shock of the explosion reverberated through the cave, and in the silence that followed, the gravity of the situation became clear. The Vereen, who had never encountered such violence, were horrified. Thalia, though injured, managed to call for reinforcements, and the humans were quickly subdued. The incident was a devastating blow to the fragile trust between the two species. The Vereen Council convened an emergency meeting to decide the fate of the humans. The settlement, usually filled with laughter and harmony, was now overshadowed by a palpable tension. The humans were confined to their quarters, guarded and watched closely. They felt the weight of their actions deeply, especially Captain Hayes, who bore the brunt of the blame. The crew was divided in their feelings, torn between understanding the necessity of their actions and the regret over the harm they had caused. In the council chamber, the debate was heated. Some Vereen argued for immediate expulsion of the humans, fearing further threats to their world. Others, led by Leora, believed in giving the humans a chance to make amends, hoping that this incident could serve as a lesson rather than an end. Leora, with her calm demeanor and wise eyes, addressed the council. "We must remember the bond we have formed with the humans. This incident is grave, but it does not erase the goodwill and understanding we have shared. Let us guide them back to the path of harmony, not cast them out in anger." The council, swayed by Leora's wisdom, decided on a middle ground. The humans would be given another chance, but under strict supervision and with clear boundaries. They would be tasked with repairing the damage caused by their actions and proving their commitment to the values of cooperation and respect. As the decision was communicated to the humans, they felt a mix of relief and shame. Captain Hayes, humbled by the experience, vowed to lead his team with greater sensitivity and respect. The humans began the painstaking process of repairing the crystal caves, working side by side with the Vereen under close watch. The road to rebuilding trust was long and arduous, but the humans were determined to make amends. They realized that their presence on Moricus was a delicate balance of wonder and responsibility, and they resolved to honor the trust the Vereen had placed in them. In the aftermath of the incident, both species reflected on their actions and the complexities of their relationship. The humans had shown that they were not just cute and harmless, but capable of both great good and unintended harm. The Vereen, in their wisdom, chose to see this as an opportunity for growth and understanding, rather than a reason for division. The humans and the Vereen resumed their interactions with a renewed sense of caution and respect, aware that the path to harmony was fraught with challenges, but also filled with potential for deeper connection and mutual growth. The aftermath of the incident left an indelible mark on the relationship between the humans and the Vereen. The once seamless integration of the two species now bore a shadow of distrust. Though the humans worked diligently to repair the damage and prove their commitment to the Vereen's values, the underlying tension was palpable. The humans, guided by Captain Hayes, took to their tasks with a renewed sense of purpose. They assisted in the restoration of the crystal caves, carefully mining and replacing damaged crystals under the watchful eyes of the Vereen. The process was slow and meticulous, a constant reminder of the fragility of their relationship. Despite their efforts, the atmosphere in the Vereen settlement had changed. The once open and warm interactions were now cautious and guarded. The Vereen, while still compassionate, were less inclined to engage in the same depth of sharing and openness as before. The children, who had adored the humans, now watched them with a mixture of curiosity and wariness. Captain Hayes, reflecting on his actions, made a concerted effort to bridge the gap. He organized gatherings and discussions, encouraging both humans and Vereen to share their feelings and concerns openly. These meetings, though sometimes tense, began to slowly mend the fractures in their relationship. One evening, during a particularly heartfelt meeting, Thalia, the young Vereen guardian who had been injured in the cave incident, spoke up. Her voice, though soft, carried the weight of her experience and the hope for reconciliation. "We must not forget the bond we have shared," Thalia began, her luminous eyes meeting those of the humans around her. "We have learned much from each other, and while this incident has shaken our trust, it does not erase the goodwill and understanding we have built." Her words resonated deeply with both the Vereen and the humans. The meeting ended with a renewed commitment to understanding and cooperation, but the path ahead was still fraught with challenges. The humans, determined to prove their sincerity, immersed themselves in learning more about the Vereen way of life. They participated in rituals, adopted local customs, and showed a genuine interest in the Vereen's spiritual practices. This immersion helped to slowly rebuild some of the lost trust. One particular Vereen ritual that captivated the humans was the ceremony of illumination, held at the Great Tree of Illumination. This ancient ceremony celebrated the Vereen's connection to their ancestors and the natural world. The humans invited to participate were deeply moved by the experience. Under the glowing canopy of the Great Tree, the Vereen chanted in their melodic language, their voices blending in a harmonious symphony. The humans, dressed in traditional Vereen robes, joined in the ceremony, their presence symbolizing the unity and hope for a harmonious future. Captain Hayes, standing beside Leora and Thalia, felt a deep sense of connection and responsibility. He realized that the true essence of their bond lay in mutual respect and understanding, not just in the exchange of knowledge and culture. He vowed to honor this connection and lead his crew with empathy and humility. Despite these positive steps, some Vereen remained skeptical. Among them was a respected elder named Varen, who had always been cautious about the humans. He voiced his concerns during council meetings, emphasizing the need for vigilance and protection of their way of life. "We must remember that while the humans have shown potential for good, they also carry within them a capacity for conflict and destruction," Varen argued. "We must be vigilant and ensure that our values and world remain protected." His words echoed the lingering fears among some Virene, who could not easily forget the sudden violence of the cave incident. This underlying tension was a constant reminder of the delicate balance they had to maintain. As time passed, the humans continued their efforts to repair not only the physical damage, but also the emotional rift between them and the Virene. They worked tirelessly to contribute to the community, sharing their skills and knowledge while learning from the Virene's wisdom and practices. The Virene, in turn, began to slowly reopen their hearts, recognizing the humans' sincere efforts. The process was gradual and fraught with setbacks, but the seeds of trust and understanding were being replanted. In the background, Captain Hayes and Thalia forged a close friendship, serving as a bridge between their respective species. Their bond, built on mutual respect and shared experiences, became a symbol of hope for both humans and Virene. The settlement once again began to echo with the sounds of laughter and harmony, though now tinged with a deeper awareness of the complexities within each species. The Virene and humans had learned a valuable lesson. True harmony required constant effort, empathy, and the willingness to confront and resolve conflicts. As they moved forward, both species remained vigilant and hopeful, striving to build a future where their differences would be a source of strength rather than division. The road ahead was uncertain, but the foundation of trust and mutual respect they were rebuilding held the promise of a brighter, more unified tomorrow. The days turned into weeks, and the humans and the Virene continued to navigate their complex relationship. The initial fractures had begun to heal, but the scars remained, serving as a reminder of the potential for both harmony and conflict. The humans had integrated more deeply into Virene society, and their shared experiences created a foundation for a more resilient bond. However, as the humans worked tirelessly to mend the physical and emotional wounds, the looming question of their departure grew more pressing. The Virene Council, led by the wise elder Leora, convened to discuss the future of their human guests. The council chamber, a grand hall carved into the heart of a massive bioluminescent tree, was filled with a mixture of hope and tension. Leora, her eyes reflecting a spectrum of colors, addressed the gathered members, both Virene and human. "We are at a crossroads," Leora began, her voice resonating with a calm authority. "The humans have shown great effort in repairing the damage and building trust. Yet, we must decide what is best for both our species and our planet." Varen, the cautious elder, was the first to speak. "While their efforts are commendable, we cannot ignore the potential risks. Our world is delicate, and we must protect it from further harm." Thalia, who had become a vital intermediary between the humans and Virene, stood to offer her perspective. "We have seen the worst and the best of our human friends. They have the capacity for both destruction and profound growth. I believe they can be valuable allies if we guide them with wisdom." The humans, represented by Captain Hayes, listened intently. Hayes knew the gravity of the moment and chose his words carefully. "We came to your world as strangers and have grown to respect and admire your way of life. We understand the harm we caused and are committed to making amends. We seek your guidance and hope for a future where our species can coexist and support each other." The council deliberated, weighing the potential benefits and risks of allowing the humans to stay longer or helping them return to Earth. The discussions were intense, reflecting the deep concerns and hopes of both species. After hours of debate, Leora called for a recess. She invited Captain Hayes and Thalia to join her in a private discussion in the great tree's inner sanctum, a place of profound spiritual significance for the Virene. In the tranquil, glowing chamber, Leora spoke candidly. "Captain Hayes, Thalia, I believe in the potential for our species to learn and grow together, but this decision cannot be taken lightly. We must ensure that the balance of our world is maintained." Hayes nodded, his expression earnest. "We understand, Leora. We never intended to harm your world. Our desire to return home clouded our judgment. We are willing to abide by your guidance and support your efforts to protect Moricus." Thalia, her eyes reflecting the tree's gentle light, added, "Perhaps we can find a solution that allows for continued cooperation while addressing the immediate need to return home." We could help the humans find a sustainable way to power their ship without compromising our resources. Leora considered their words carefully. If we can find a way to assist the humans without endangering our planet, it could be a step towards a lasting partnership. However, it requires trust, cooperation, and transparency. The trio returned to the council with a proposal. The humans would be allowed to stay longer under strict supervision, working closely with the Vereen to develop a sustainable method to power their ship. This collaboration would also serve as a test of their ability to coexist and support each other. The council voted, and the decision was made. The humans would remain, but their activities would be closely monitored to ensure the protection of Moricus. This resolution was met with a mix of relief and determination among the humans and cautious optimism among the Vereen. Over the following months, the humans and Vereen worked side by side, developing new technologies and methods that combined human ingenuity with Vereen wisdom. This joint effort led to innovations that not only helped repair the human spaceship, but also benefited the Vereen's environmental management practices. Captain Hayes and Thalia's friendship became a symbol of this newfound cooperation. Their bond, forged through trials and mutual respect, inspired others to overcome their differences and work together. The day finally arrived when the humans' spaceship was ready for its journey back to Earth. The departure was bittersweet, filled with heartfelt goodbyes and promises to maintain their connection across the stars. The humans had come to see Moricus as a second home, and the Vereen had found in the humans a valuable and intriguing ally. As the spaceship ascended, the Vereen watched with a mix of emotions. They had learned that the humans, despite their flaws, had the potential for great kindness and collaboration. The humans, in turn, carried with them the lessons of harmony and respect they had learned on Moricus. The story of the humans on Moricus became a cherished legend among the Vereen, a tale of the complexities of trust and the possibilities of unity. Both species emerged from the experience wiser and more connected, ready to face the future with a deeper understanding of each other and the universe they shared. And so, the chapter of the humans and the Vereen ended with a new beginning, a promise of continued exploration and the hope that, no matter the differences, the bonds they forged would endure across the vast expanse of space.